Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Tony Pitts College Football Week 14 Rundown Show with me, Tony, Ron, and Bo. Let's just quickly meet the cappers, and then we'll get right to the picks. That's what we do here at the Tony's Picks. We don't mess around. We get right to the picks. How are you doing, Tony?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to the college football here. This Saturday card looks really good. And, of course, leading up to Championship Saturday the following week. So I've got a lot of good games on this board. Looking forward to it.
How you doing, Ron?
Rivalry weekend. You know how it is. This is the weekend everybody looks forward to every year. I know I do with the Auburn, Alabama, Iron Bowl weekend. So let's get it.
How you doing, Bo? Good to see you.
Yeah, man. Good to see you guys, man. Same way, man. I enjoy these games here, man. Looking forward to the weekend. A lot of action. Let's get the guys some money, man.
All right, let's get right into it. We got Michigan taking on Ohio State here in this one. I see 20.5 in spots. I see it crept up to 21 in places. Total at 43. What do you think here in this one, Tony?
Well, it's you would hope for the line tells you everything, right? Looks like a Ohio State winner. I think I'm going to agree here and lay it here with Ohio State. Michigan just really can't get anything going with their passing game. They've been shuffling through so many quarterbacks. We've seen Ohio State here 10-2, the spread at home against the Big Ten, and really it's the Buckeyes' offense and over their past 3 games have been solid here, and their defensive form as well. It just can't. Looking at Michigan on the road, putting up 13 points a game. They got a weak running game, ineffective quarterback play, absolutely no offense. I'll just go ahead and lay it with Ohio State.
What do you think here in this one, Ron?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I think the line tells you everything. If that spikes up to about 21.5, I might shy away. But, 21, 20, 19, I'm all over the Buckeyes here. They're going to destroy Michigan.
What do you think here in this one, Bo?
Yeah, man. They're just going to keep it going, man. Ohio State. When I seen them shut down the Indiana squad like that, I don't think Michigan have a chance in this one, guys. So give me Ohio State minus some points.
I think we're going to be the first game on a consensus because I agree. Give me Ohio State. I can't take Michigan here in the spot. We know they don't travel well in that road, and that offense just does not have enough to keep up with Ohio State. We know what Ohio State can do against defenses, and they'll just shut down Michigan State from having Michigan from running the ball altogether, period, and make them one-dimensional, having to throw. And I don't trust Michigan State throwing the ball anything. They'll be chasing and throwing picks. So that'll just lead to more Ohio scoring. And I'm sure I've said on an earlier show that I don't think Ohio State, they lost to the Ducks, as I said. No more losses the rest of the season.
Also revenge, right? Some revenge in this series.
Revenge, revenge from plenty of games going against Michigan. Michigan beat you down, so here's a little revenge for Ohio State. I think they might run this one up. Run it up!
37-10. 37-10, I'm predicting it. Yep.
Yep, I like that. Nice.
Consensus to kick it off. Let's see how we go. Continue the rest of the way. We got South Carolina taking on Clemson. Clemson at home in this one, land 2.5 as the favorite, total 49.5. What do you think here in this one, Tony?
Yeah, I like Lenore Sellers at this quarterback, mobile. And one thing here is this Gamecocks defense has been really good here. You take a look at them here on the road. It's been playing well. They won their road games this year with good passing defense here, holding team to 12 points a game here on the road. Clemson here, they've been held to their past 3 games against FBS opponents. They've been held to 24 points or fewer, including 12 points at home loss to Louisville. I'll go ahead and take the points with South Carolina.
What do you think here in this one, Ron?
Yeah, I've said it all year. You want to take the SEC teams as road dogs. It doesn't matter in conference or out of conference. They're covering at a massive rate this year. Also, you look at South Carolina, their record is a road at ATS. They're covering everything. Give me South Carolina and sprinkle a little on the money line in that one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think here in this one, Bo?
Yeah, like Tony said, man, Clemson only scored 7 points against Louisville. We got the South Carolina team holding the team to 12 points a game. Over and under sit at 49, guys. I don't think it gets there, man. I like the under 49, and I like South Carolina as well, plus that 3.
Yeah, I'm with Bo. I like the under here in this one. This is going to be one of those games that definitely don't like each other. A lot of hard hitting, a lot of drives that end in field goals if they even get to the field goal part. A lot of game played in between the numbers. As you see, both defenses have been playing lights out. So I'm with Bo. Give me the under 49.5. I got the Clemson hat on, so I'm going to lean to the Clemson field goal late.
Hopefully, it doesn't go to overtime and push it over. Just hopefully.
No overtime.
No overtime. Well, maybe.
Your under's dead.
Yeah. If it's overtime, our under is. If it is overtime, yeah, the under would be dead.
Well,
right.
if it's 10-10, that's fine.
That's 10-10. Well, back and forth safeties for like 10 rounds. We might get well over that point.
It's only 2 points. Remember that.
All right, on to the next one. We got UTSA heading into taking on Army. Army only laying 7. Seems a little light to me, but the total 54.5. That's a high for an Army game too. What do you think here in this one, Tony?
Yeah, I kind of going back and forth with this game with UTSA and Army, but I'm going to go ahead and lay it here with Army only because I know they've got Navy coming up, and I know they've got the AAC title game, so there's a lot coming up. I don't think Army's the type of program that looks ahead. I think they're just a very disciplined team. You look at Army, they're running attack. UTSA lost and failed cover all 5 on the road this season. Army a +10 turnover margin. I'll go ahead and lay it here with Army.
What do you think here in this one, Ron?
Yeah, I said it earlier this year, when Navy played Notre Dame, the size difference is just massive. There's and I was in the Navy, and I know there's height and weight standards that they have to adhere to. And, Army got pushed all over the field by Notre Dame last week. I think we're getting the -7 because of that blowout and what UTSA did last week as well. But, yeah, I agree, Tony. I think Army just destroys them. I think they get a big win here.
Yep.
What do you think here in this one, Bo?
Yeah, man, I think we'll see some points too. San Antonio, they can score. I think in the last 5 games, they're going to put up 38 points or more. And if they want to keep up, man, they're going to have to score in this game. I think the Army will bounce back and put up at least 30 points, guys. I think 54 is too low. Even with the triple option, I think that they'll score at least 30 points. And I think that UTSA will do the rest. Give me the over 54 in this game.
Yeah. San Antonio is a basketball city, right, Bo?
Yeah. We don't like them. We don't like them, Tony.
I
know. For me in this game, I kind of agree. That total of 54.5, it's a 54.5 for a reason. We've seen 66 points last year. The year before that, we've seen 79 points between these two teams. So a whole lot of no defense played in this one. Give me the over 54.5. That's why the total is where it is. So definitely like the over there in that one. With a lean to Army, but most likely this game could be a push. When you look at it, this could easily be a 7-point win for somebody there, and we get ourselves the push. All right, on to heading to Vandy. Just want to check. Tennessee's heading into Vandy. Still Tennessee laying 11, total 48.5. What do you think here in this one, Tony?
Well, Tennessee looks great against non-conference opponents, but against the conference, not so great. Now, I know with Tennessee, sometimes, we hear people in the SEC. I know you've heard this, Rob, before. Well, Vanderbilt is SEC in name only. Well, I think we can take that away. I think they're actually SEC this year, the way they're playing with Pavia coming in, the savior for this program. I'll go ahead and take the points here with Vanderbilt. I'm not going to go against them anymore. I'm trying to pick spots to go against it, but, man, they're 6-1 at the spread against the SEC. And I'll take them in this spot, plus the 11 behind Pavia. And they'll find a way because Tennessee just has not looked dominant like they have in the non-conference in conference play.
What do you think here in this one, Ron?
Well, if you look at the history between those two teams, Tony's absolutely right. Vanderbilt covers against Tennessee. I'm going to take the 10.5 at home as a home dog. What
do you think here in this one, Bo?
Hey, man, let's see if we can keep building this consensus right here, man. I like the 11-2. Like Tony said, they 6-1 against the division. I think that's just too many points for Tennessee. Everybody is saying what Tennessee did against UTEP. Okay, this bad a bit, man. They've been covering spreads all season, so I like Vanderbilt plus that 11.
And yeah, now that you can get over 10, yeah, I like the with Vandy as well. Because I think it's 37-27 final score here in this one. I think Tennessee does win this game. 37-27 final score here in this one. Vandy gets the cover in this one. Man, if they outright Tennessee here in this one, holy man, that would be Vandy would go absolutely nuts. They'd be pulling another goalpost out of the river.
They'd be in a pretty good bowl game. I'll tell you that.
They'd be in one heck of a bowl game, right? If they
one heck of a bowl game.
I don't know. I bet they're probably hitting the Mayo, but they get to that next level bowl game if they win. That would be something.
You know they're gonna be trying. They're gonna be trying.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
Yeah, little brother.
All right, on to the next one. Where the heck is that? The number I'm looking, trying to find the number on this game. Give me 1 second. We got the Hurricanes heading to Syracuse to take on the Qs. I'm trying to find me a number.
Looks like 11, right?
11, right?
11 and a half, 11, 10 and a half. Yeah, it's around, yeah.
So 11 and a half there in that one. What do you think in that one, Tony?
Yeah, I got to look at the dog here with Syracuse. I like the quarterback for Syracuse, Colin McCord. Big game coming off that win against UConn. It's UConn, I understand that, but I like McCord at quarterback here. Orange, you take a look here in their past 3 games. They really throwing the football. The numbers have been impressive here with their passing yardage, and they're holding teams to only 5.5 yards per pass attempt. So the pass defense has been there. And you look at Miami. The Miami pass defense has not been very good on the road this season. You remember, just look at that Cal game, right? There's been some games where that pass defense has just not lived up to par. I'll take the points here with Syracuse.
What do you think here in this one, Ron?
Yeah, it's a Carrier Dome. I'm going to agree with Tony. Earlier, I had Syracuse against Georgia Tech earlier in the season. Remember, Georgia Tech beat this Miami team a few weeks back. And Tony's right. The thing about Miami, you get them at home, somehow they just cover, and they by a half a point. They just screw you over big time, like they did with Duke with me. And Miami figures out at home they like to cover those spreads. But as Tony alluded to, McCord, he's the type of quarterback that can bring you back and get that back door. And it's now 11 and a half, you said? I think this is a 10-point game, maybe a 7-point game. Give me Syracuse on the spread.
What do you think here in this one, Bo?
Yeah, like we said, man, if Syracuse gonna cover that spread, that means they're gonna put up some points. 63 and a half, that's too low, guys. We're gonna see some big points in there. We've seen them give up a lot of points to Connecticut. I think Miami gonna score big. I like the over 63 and a half between Syracuse and Miami.
Okay, well then you like this because your totals moved 4 points. It's up to 67 and a half. And
most going to say that.
Caught it too late.
Miami's been an over team all year too.
Caught it too late. I still like it though. I still think they're gonna score over 30 points apiece. I see it going over.
Easily. I think we score right into the 70s in this one. No defense. Defense optional here on this one on Saturday. It's definitely all offense, and we score way into the 70s. It's going to come down to who has the ball last. So what do you want? You want Syracuse plus the points. I take the over. We're definitely going to see some points. That you look, the total is telling you all you need to know, and it's definitely on the rise. So if you're looking for the total there, you want to jump on that quick, because I think it's going to continue to rise in that one. All right, on to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, hosting Ron's team. Auburn coming to town. Still, we got the line out there in that one.
I think they're around by 11 too.
11 and a half.
Yeah.
11 and a half. Total 52 and a half. What do you think here in this one, Tony?
Yeah, I'm going to take the dog here in this game. I like Auburn in this one. We looked here at Tigers. They've been a live dog here on the road when they're a dog of 10.5 to 21 points. I like them here in this spot. Alabama's pass defense has been an issue for me the entire season. They're not elite. And also the running game, just 4.1 yards. They're allowing over 4 yards a carry as well defensively. And of course, Alabama dealing with quarterback accuracy right now. They've not looked good down the stretch here. Auburn has. This is a team, two teams going up. Auburn arrow up, Alabama arrow down. Give me the dog here in this one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think here in this one, Ron?
Like my dad said, you don't have to turn this game on until the fourth quarter, because it's always the fourth quarter game. You definitely want to take Auburn in this one, plus the points. Big win against A&M. I was there Saturday night. Great game. They're coming back. This is their chance to get a bowl game, so they're going to put everything into this game and go into Tuscaloosa. And we don't know how DeBoer is going to be in this rivalry. He hasn't seen this rivalry, so and even Auburn took out Saban a couple of times. Saban will even tell you, that's the worst game he likes to play every year because it's just it's just something else. But once again, we have another SEC road dog. You want to take them? Take the Auburn Tigers plus the points.
What do you hear in this one, Bo?
I feel like another consensus, man. Did you Alabama put up 3 points against Oklahoma? Like, what's going on, man? I that really kind of tripped me out with that one, but I'm gonna go with these guys. I'll take Auburn plus the 11.5.
And the scary part is, do you think Alabama was looking ahead to this game? You would think not, because that was your third loss. So I don't know about looking ahead to this game, but this is a big game. And you look, Alabama's been scoring about 36 points a game, minus the 3 that you've seen normally, anyways. It's one of those ones that you just scratch off the card and like, that's not the normal average. And then you look at Auburn scoring into the 30s as well. And defensively, 21 points against for Auburn, holding teams to Alabama 18. Total, I think, at 52. I kind of lean to an under, but you got to grab Auburn and all those points. I just don't see Alabama running Auburn right off the field in that one. Always close, tight games.
You see how the TV networks are trying to motivate Alabama? You see what they're doing during these playoff shows? Where they say, next, first team out Alabama, next second team out Ole Miss. So they're trying to let them.
They put him in there. Yeah, they're going to get him in there somehow.
Somehow. I hope not. It just don't look good, man.
No, not at all. So another consensus. Another consensus.
Another consensus.
Well,
it's underdog time of the year.
It is. Yeah,
a lot of rivalry games in this dog, right?
Can't get us off that dog. Yeah. Go Jets.
Can't get them all right. Well, not in the SEC on the road, so it's not on the list. But take Oklahoma as well. So.
There you go.
On to the next one. We got Maryland heading into Penn State. Penn State laid 24.5 here in this one, total 50.5. What do you think here in this one?
This is not. This is a lot of points. We've seen Penn State lay these numbers and not cover. When Penn State's been favored by 21.5 to 31, they're 1-4 of the spread at home. And I'm just going to hold my nose and use some clothespins as well as my fingers and take Maryland in this one plus the points. Terrapin's defense here. Past 3 games here has actually showed some life defensively against the pass. I think they'll do enough here just to cover this one.
Yep.
What do you hear in this one, Ron?
I'll give you those clothespins because I got some on my nose too as well, Tony. So, Penn State's been squeaking by. This is the one that they might trip up, honestly. I think there's a shot here. Maryland is not a bad ball club. The only thing I worry is about their defense, but definitely like the over 50 here. But yeah, I'm all over Maryland plus the 20, whatever it is. That was a joke. That's way too many points for Penn State.
Yep.
It's 24.5 for a reason. I don't think Maryland gets a sniff of anything. They might score 3 points themselves in this one. Penn State's got a defense. And at home, it's going to be a little loud, a little bit of white noise.
Not whiteout. It's not a whiteout. It's early game.
It's actually 3:30 Eastern. Maybe by the second half it might start getting dark.
Yeah, it's not like that
late, right? Mm-hmm. It's not like a complete game, but it's just Penn State at home.
It's dark at 4:30. What are you talking about?
That's right. I guess at 4:30. That's right. About an hour by the second quarter start. At halftime,
right. So for me, it's Penn State can score. You think they score into the 40s? I say they can get to 42. And even if Maryland can maybe sneak one in there and get maybe
give me 30-14. I'll take that.
30-14? Yeah,
30 to 14.
A little higher. I'm going to go 42-10, and that'll get you 42-10. That's 32. That covers. Give me 42-10 here in this one. So then I will take the over.
You can get the over
because it's at 50.5. Yeah, I like the over there as well in that one. All right, on to the next one. We got. Heading into the Rose Bowl, USC hosting Notre Dame. In the Coliseum? in the Coliseum.
UCLA is really well.
My bad. What was that? So much college hoops.
Oh yeah.
My one loss last week, by the way, UCLA. Thank you.
I know, and it's all fourth quarter because UCLA was horrible. Second, yep.
Notre Dame, big road favorite here.
Where'd you want it, Bo?
7.5.
I said, Ron you must have really wanted that Penn State play because you skipped me, man. You skipped me, Ron.
You what do you think there in that Penn State one, Bo? What do you think?
I like the over, man. But keep it fair. I like the over 50, man.
We agree.
See, does Penn State do all the heavy lifting though, Bo?
Yep. I think it's gonna be close, but I like the over.
All right. Sorry about that. I've done it once. Usually good for once a show. I think I did it last college show as well. I apologize to both.
Or he'll call on you first before Tony.
I did to Jorge this morning.
All right, on to the next one. We're heading to USC. Notre Dame favored on the road, -7.5, total 51.5. What do you think here in this one, Tony?
Well, if this game were in Notre Dame, I'd have the Fighting Irish winning by 30. But this isn't in Coliseum. USC plays their best football at home. I know the road's a different story. They run the ball effectively. Notre Dame, they had a one-possession game against in a 7-point win against Louisville. But again, you got to wonder about their schedule. They played some down SEC teams, beat a couple service academies. Now they face the Trojans. I think there'll be some motivation here for USC at home because they played well at home. They took Penn State to overtime. Penn State, it was an overtime loss there. We had a big lead, but I'll go ahead and take the points here with SC. I'm getting the hook. I know that's always scary when you see that 7.5 there. It's usually the favorite that covers this one, but I just have a feeling that USC can cover this game against Notre Dame.
What do you hear in this one, Ron?
No, I think getting that hook, that's going to be all we need. I'd take USC, definitely. Notre Dame still, they still have that spot on their back. Hey, we got to keep winning. We got to keep winning to stay in this playoff. And, Notre Dame wins by 4. I agree with Tony. I think it's a low-scoring battle there, under 51.5, and I think Notre Dame wins by about 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
What do you hear in this one, Bo?
Yeah, I like that under as well. At home, USC only allowing by 18 points. If they're going to keep this in that cover, guys, I think they play good defense to do it. So I like it's a lower-scoring game. I like the under 51.5.
Agree, kind of like the under there. Myself, I expect a lower scoring game, but I think Notre Dame can pull away. I think their offense is better, and their defense is pretty good. Can slow up USC enough. I got Notre Dame winning by 10, so I'm going to lay the 7.5 there with Notre Dame. I think they win by 10 there in that one. All right, on to the next one. We got Cal heading to SMU. Cal on the road again, plus 13.5. Cal's getting SMU laying 13.5. Total 57 in this one. What do you think here, Tony?
Yeah, this SMU team has been really rock solid this year. And boy, this Cal team, they get some good with Mendoza. They get some quarterback play here. SMU did miss the cover in their prior home game to BC, winning by 10. I think that's where this game lands. I think this game will land here by 10. Golden Bears have been really good in forcing turnovers. They've covered 3 or 4 on the road, really based on the strength of their defense here. They've moved the football effectively on the road. I think we're going to see a 10-point win by SMU here. I'll take the points with Cal.
What do you hear in this one, Ron?
Yeah, you're right. Bears have covered against some good teams on the road this year and at home. It's just they really get up for those big ones. Going into Pitt, and almost getting Miami there. But yeah, they're only going to travel to Texas. Yeah, I'll take California plus the points in this one.
What do you hear in this one, Bo?
Give me my Mustangs, man. Give me SMU, man. They held Virginia down to less than 100 yards, about 108 on the ground. I think that's what we're gonna see. California struggle to run the ball, and I just don't think they have the offensive weapon to come back and cover the back door. So SMU put up over 400 yards last week. Man, this team is humming, not getting in front of the Mustangs. I think they win this game by 14 points or better.
And for me in this one, I got to take Cal plus the points here in this one. Both teams are not going to run the ball very well. Cal can definitely slow up that run themselves, holding teams to 3.2 yards per rush. SMU definitely slightly a little better, holding teams at 2.9 per rush. So I don't see a whole lot of running in this game. you're going to have to play some dink and dunk passes or some passes down the field, because that's what both these defenses give up. And you look past defensive, both teams giving up 6.5 yards per attempt. This is going to be close. Both teams giving up about 21 points a game. I got this 24-21. SMU gets that late last second field goal. So take Cal plus the points there in that one. All right, on to a big game this week. We got Texas heading into Texas A&M. 5-point favorite for Texas. 49 is the total. What are they hearing this one, Tony?
Well, you think of Steve Carstairs, you always think about high-flying offense, but man, this team is playing some defense this year. My goodness, look at them on the road against the SEC, allowing 12 points a game, under 3 yards a carry, 5.5 yards per pass attempt. A&M does defend really well at home. I see this one being a defensive affair, a gritted, hard-hitting game. I'm going to go to the under in this game. I think you're going to see a really a physical style game here. I like under.
Yep.
What are they hearing this one, Ron?
Well, we took the heart out of A&M last week, but they're still in it. The winner of this one's going to get Georgia, and I think A&M, you go into Kyle Field with that 12th man, there's a big difference, and this is kind of a buy low spot on A&M after losing at Auburn. But I kind of like the over there, Tony. 48's a kind of a low number. I think both offenses can put up some points here. So, but yeah, give me A&M plus the points.
What are they hearing this one, Bo?
Yeah, I think A&M was looking ahead to Texas. That's why they dropped that ball against Auburn. So I think they're gonna be focused. I even seen their coach slipped up in a conference. He said they were looking ahead to Texas. So I think that's the reason why they lost last week. I think they're gonna keep it close in this. I know Texas defense is good. With the lowest scoring looking like game it's gonna be, I'm gonna take the 5 points with the A&M at the house.
I'm gonna go the other way. Give me Texas. I think Texas wins by 7. I know Texas A&M, their defense have been solid all season long, but that Texas defense no slouch of their own. Kind of like the under. When not ticked up to 49. People thinking we're going to see some points like we've seen last week in Auburn, but I think this is going to be a hard-nosed, tight game. I like the under, and I like Texas to win by a touchdown late. They run one in. Urs runs out on the outside. Naked bootleg runs right out and runs it in for the Texas win late there in that one. All right, now we come to the part of the segment where the Cappers find that one spot that we didn't touch on this great slate of games here. We couldn't touch on them all because there's still a few other good games this week, and then they'll let you know what they got going on at Tony'sPicks.com. Best bet wise, what do you got going, Tony?
All right, the game here I'm going to give out here. Well, Washington State's at home. What do they do at home? They pound teams. They just pound teams. They average 50 points a game at home, and they got here's a nice team ready to get pounded. That's Wyoming. Wyoming coming on the road and not a very good offensive team. I like the 17 here. Washington State behind their quarterback material, which is pretty good. Put up some really impressive numbers here. I think they're going to go to the Holiday Bowl is what I've read about, or at least the Holiday Bowl is looking at them. That's a nice bowl for Washington State. So I think they're going to come here, pound them, and get that invitation to the Holiday Bowl.
What do you got going this week, Ron?
Yeah, like I said, I'll have a 4-pack or a 5-pack on Saturday, definitely for the whole weekend we got going on. Yeah, sitting number 2 for the last 30 days in college football. It's having a great run here. What I'm going to look at is the Washington-Oregon game. And, Oregon's just got to kind of skate by. It's all they got to do. I guess this is going to be their new rival since the Oregon State rival is gone and the Washington State's gone. Because they formed the Pac-2, right, Tony? Is that what it's called now? The Pac-2?
Yeah, Pac-2.
Pac-2.
Yeah. So Oregon State won the Pac-2, right? Are they champions? They won last week.
That's right. They only played one conference game. So, yep, they are the Pac-2 title. Regular season.
Regular season title, right. But, yeah, I think Washington hangs with them here. I look for a score probably about 34-14, somewhere around there. If I can get over 20 with Washington, give me plus the points in that one.
What do you got, go, Bo?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick it on one of these games, man. Like Syracuse, you know what I'm saying? We talked about it. This team got a good passing offense, and I think that'll be the way they come in and cover the spread. I just don't like the way Miami looked, especially when they played against Georgia Tech. They was on the road. We saw them struggle to score. I think Syracuse will come in here and cover that big spread 11.5.
Nice. And for me in this one, or the game that I'm looking at this week as a little bonus play, you know what? Pound on the bad team. So I'm going to take Ohio. They're taking on Ball State, looking at this Friday game after Thanksgiving. So I think Ball State will be full of turkey. And this Ohio team can definitely run it up. I know it's sitting at 17. I got them winning by way more than that. That Ball State defense can definitely give up plenty of points. I think Ohio runs right into the 40s in that one and easily gets us a nice win and cover there in that one.
Nice.
Concludes the Week 14 college football show. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate everybody that tunes into these shows. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so we get notified when we go live. 9:30 a.m. Every weekday during the week. Tune into that morning show and see the bunch of the faces you see there on that morning show here as well. Thanks, anybody. Any last words for anybody before we sign out?
No, remember those SEC road dogs. You got a couple of them. You got obviously Auburn. We talked about South Carolina. Look at Arkansas and look at Oklahoma, and have a great weekend.
Yeah, right. We can look at some of these bowl eligible teams and see how the calls go.
Yep.
We got a 6-5 team, Wisconsin. Keep an eye on their officiating there in that game. 5-6. Yeah.
And a coin flip too, because it's almost at a pick, a -1 Wisconsin favorite in that one. Yeah, definitely keep an eye on things there in that one. Thanks, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Have a great weekend.
Have yourself a good one. Anyway, goodbye.